Hello everyone, welcome to Bleed Electrical. I am here back again with another interesting video on electrical drive. In the last video, we have already seen about plain rheostatic starting of the traction motor. Now in this video, I'll be explaining to you about the series parallel starting technique of a traction motor. In this video, I'll be summarizing about two motor connection in case of series parallel starting. However, in this method, you can take n number of even number of motors. Okay, like you can take 2 motors, 4 motors, 6 motors or more than that. Now, let us consider case 1. In case 1, we are having series connection of the two motor connection. To understand this, let me tell you in brief how we are going to deal with it. So here basically what we are going to have is one series connection and one parallel connection. Now the voltage has to be increased from 0 to the V value. Correct. So for half of the instant it will be in series and for half it would be in parallel. So you are having series as well as you are having parallel. So in series connection the time taken will be T by 2 seconds. And in parallel connection also the time taken will be T by 2 seconds. Now in this the voltage buildup should be from 0 to V by 2 instant. So here the voltage should increase from 0 value to V by 2 and then in parallel it should increase from V by 2 to V. That is how you are going to get the desired value from 0 to V as change in terminal voltage. So let us check out how is this possible. Now, when two motors are connected in series, what do you have? If I consider I to be my current and V to be the line voltage and T is the time in seconds, at starting, what do I have? We are having a resistance that is being connected in series with the motor. Now, initially, the voltage across this series resistance or the starting resistance will be V. So, initially, voltage V will be applied over here. Okay, and further, when the resistance is cut slowly, the voltage will now tend to 0 and will go and reduce to 0. But what about the motors? Motors, it is different. For motors, the voltage initially is 0. That means the voltage initially will be 0, whereas it will build up and will reach the value V. But what about series connection? Here in this case, it will reach the value V by 2. And in parallel connection, again it will increase and reach the value V, as I have told you earlier. So this is what is going to happen. Then, as the motor speed up, the external resistance is gradually reduced to 0 as I have discussed over here. It is reducing to 0. And what about motors? It is increasing from 0 to V by 2. So that is going to happen in T by 2 seconds. So let us study this with the help of a diagram. So here you have this diagram. Okay, here you find the current is I. Okay, the supply current is I. The current taken from the input side is I, we can say. Then the voltage initially that is appearing across the external resistance is going to be V. And what about motor? Initial voltage will be 0. So motor will not have any voltage. Okay, so it will consequently build up. Then what will be the voltage taken from the supply? Supply voltage will be obviously V. Okay, then at later phase of time when the motor will gear up, what will happen? Finally, in series connection, here the voltage will reduce to 0. And what about the motors? Here it will increase and build up to V by 2. So here the motor, the voltage reduces. Okay, and at the motor side, the voltage builds up or increases. So this is what is happening. So let us have a quick derivation about it. Now if I consider energy utilized by each motor, let me consider the energy utilized by this. What is energy? Power into time. So VIT, correct? So what is the average voltage across each motor over here? Average will be 0, this one and this one. So 0 plus V by 2, that will be the average voltage, and these two should be divided by 2 because there are two values, into I that is given over here into T by 2. That means what is the value you are going to have is VIT by 8. Now this is for a single motor. How many motors do you have? You have two motors. So what about two motors? So energy utilized by two motor will be twice of this value. So 2 into VIT by 8, that is VIT by 4. So now you are having energy utilized by the two motors. Correct. Now coming to the energy drawn during this period. Drawn means what input are you getting? What was the supply given to you? So supply given to you was I. This was the current. Voltage given to you from the supply side was V. And what was the time instant? The time instant for series connection was altogether T by 2. So this is not going to change. So here I have substituted the value. So I have the value as VIT by 2, that is watt seconds. So these two values now I've got. So let us keep in mind. So what is the energy utilized by two motors? It is VIT by 4. And what is the energy drawn during this period? It is VIT by 2. So these are the two equations. So now let us check out for parallel connection. Now case 2, when the two motors are connected in parallel. When they are connected in parallel, again it will have two instants. Correct. Here also the instant of time will be T by 2. In this time T by 2, what should happen? Here what were we left with? Again the external resistance will come into picture. What will be the voltage across the resistance? The voltage across the resistance will be V initially. And what about the two motors in parallel connection? Initially the voltage will be V by 2 because there we left. Correct. In series the final voltage was V by 2. So we will be left with V by 2 and then it will be gradually increased and it will be reached to V. Correct. So in instant T by 2 seconds, what will happen with the motor? When we consider the motor, the voltage gradually increases from V by 2 the value V. But what about the resistance? The resistance, here we have voltage decreasing and finally it reduces to 0. So this is what we are going to notice in this parallel connected circuit. Okay, here what happens? Initially the voltage was V by 2 and the current per motor, this is something very interesting, but the current per motor is 2 amperes. So 2I is the current. So how is it possible? I'll let you know with the help of the diagram. Okay, we'll keep a check on this. Then in external resistance, it is gradually reduced to 0 as I have already explained to you. And what about the voltage across each motor? It will increase to value from V by 2 to V. So that is being demonstrated here. Okay, this is the diagram. Now why this 2I came into picture? Because this was a parallel connection, correct? Each motor should get a current I. That means 2I is flowing over here. Means current drawn from the supply has now changed. Okay, in series connection it was I because the current was the same, but in parallel connection it is twice of I. The current is more and this is split up as I and I over here. Now initially what would be the voltage across R external? It would be V. Okay, initially it would be V and then finally the voltage across the external resistance is R. And what is the initial resistance of the motor? V by 2. And what about the final voltage? It will be V. Okay, so these two values you will be having. Okay, here also V by 2 and then final value of voltage will be V. Okay, but what about the input supply voltage? The supply, the energy drawn from the supply or the voltage from the supply is V. So what is the change over here? This 2I is a big change over here. Okay, rest remaining same. So let us watch out with the derivation. Now, energy utilized in driving the motor. What will be the energy utilized? The number of motors, because there are two motors, you need to multiply it into average voltage across each motor into current into time. So, what will be the average voltage? As I told you, it is increasing from V by 2 to V. So, 2 into V by 2 plus V upon 2 into I into T by 2. So this is the value you're going to get. Then what about the energy drawn during this period? That is the input from the supply. So it will be V, but this will be different. 2I. As we saw in parallel, how much current is being drawn? It is twice the current that is being drawn. So this is the change over here. So you get VIT. Now talking about the total energy utilized and the total energy drawn. How will you get this? You have to add in this we have taken out for series also, if you remember. So energy utilized in both in series as well as in parallel. So we are going to add them up. So this was for series and this was for parallel. Correct. And then when you summarize this both, you get VIT. Similarly, you have to take out the total energy drawn from the lines. Like here you are getting VIT, but there you had got VIT by 2 for series. So this was for series and this was for parallel. So I am summarizing this. So I am adding equation number 2 and 4. Okay, 2 from the series side. So you get 3 VIT by 2. Now I can take out the efficiency. If you remember, recall the formula of overall starting efficiency. It is always energy utilized upon energy drawn. Now what is this energy utilized? The total. So VIT upon 3 VIT by 2. So what you get over here? You get 66.67%. That means the efficiency has now increased. Okay, in plain rheostatic starting, if you remember, the efficiency was only 50%, but here the efficiency has now increased from 50% to 66.67 percentage. So here, if I want to calculate directly for my numerical, I don't want to waste such a lot of time behind these expressions and deriving it, so I can have this characteristics. Let us take the help of this characteristics. We are plotting V with respect to t, that is voltage with respect to time. Then we know that there are two instances of time, when it is connected in series and when it is connected in parallel. And similarly, there are built up of voltages V by 2 and V by 2. So I have taken up this. And what about this margin? As I told you, in case of plain rheostatic starting, it is the loss. It is loss. Where? Loss in the motor. So this particular margin is energy lost in the motor, that is the internal resistance of the armature. And what about the upper triangle? Here you have these two upper triangles, okay? These two upper triangles represent the energy lost in the controller. So if you notice, this box is left out. This is not the energy lost. Only these two triangles are the energy lost. That is why now the efficiency has increased. And what about this lower triangle? This lower triangle indicates energy utilized by the motor. Okay, so that's all for this video. In the upcoming video, I'll be talking about 4 motor connection in series parallel starting technique. Thank you. Keep watching.